Hey everybody, this is Amy Marino, broadcasting live to you at 3:33. I am thinking of a few things to talk to you guys about today. Yesterday was my first day on, and we're going to start off with a meditation. So, if you have a moment and you'd like to sit with me, take a few minutes out, breathe, find a little bit of peace in all of this chaos that's going on, I invite you to join me. So I am actually outdoors at my house right now. The sanctuary is temporarily shut down while we are in quarantine. So I am broadcasting from my yard. And I was explaining yesterday, outside is a wonderful thing, especially now when we're spending so much time indoors. So I had a little area outside that I had set aside, and I'd taken a lot of things down because we had a windstorm recently. And I need a little something done with it anyway, so I told you yesterday I might give you guys some feng shui tips and whatnot on creating some outdoor space outside for meditation and grounding and whatnot. So I will bring you through right now I was just in the yard this morning and messed around a little bit in there and puttered and tinkered, and we have a few first beginnings of setting up some sacred space. So I'm going to share that with you, and then we'll sit and we'll light a little bit of sage. So if you have your sage, you can kind of get that going as well. All right, so I'm going to switch around the view here. All right, here we go. All right, so this is sort of the sacred little nook that I have designated for my space here, and I spent a little bit of time in here this morning clearing out a little bit more of the brush and creating a little bit of this archway that you see with the branches. I always like to have an archway, and then you kind of feel like you're walking in through that archway, and that will fill in a little bit more as things start to blossom here and spring arrives. All right, so we're gonna head in. I moved things around a little bit from yesterday, and I actually brought in a couple of other statues that I had around the yard in various places to create a little bit of more of a sacred space right in here. So I love repurposing things. So I was looking around the yard and seeing what else I could incorporate and build. And I found this old trellis up against the house that I never got around to using. So I thought that would make a great focal point for our sacred space. So brought it in and played around with it quite a bit and determined that I could kind of fit it in with that tree branch up there kind of snugly. So then we have moved a few of the statues around to kind of create that little focal point there. All right. And then after moving around many times, I decided the chair should be here. And I walked in and out of this area about 100 times today until it felt right. So that's kind of the key for me, is it's not right until it feels right. So we just kept moving it, adjusting it. And in the days, I'm going to be doing this every day at 3:33. So in the upcoming days, as the weather permits, I'll be working on this sacred space together, and you can join me, and maybe you'll be inspired to do a little something at your house as well. So it's just started to rain a little bit here where I am on Cape Cod, but this little sacred area that I've picked is sort of enclosed. We're under some branches and whatnot. So even though it's a little chilly, I still want to come outside. Action, guys, I hope that I'm coming in a little bit better now. All right. So now that we've had a chance to sit down, we're going to light a little bit of sage. So as I was saying yesterday, I like to use California white sage. Just going to light a little bit of that. So I welcome you to join me if you have some sage and just taking a minute just to do a little bit of clearing. Take a nice breath as that sage comes through. Just feel yourself centering, grounding. letting go a little bit with that out breath. All right. So if you have a minute, I invite you to sit. So we're going to be doing a different meditation each day. And today I'm going to be calling in the Archangels. So just close your eyes. Feel yourself beginning to relax. Taking a nice deep breath. Letting go with every out breath. Letting go of the stresses and the worries. All that was happening throughout the day. Breathing it out. Feel yourself starting to clear, each muscle starting to relax, even if it's just a little. Just tune in to yourself, your body, the energy around you as we begin. I now call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, asking you each to please step forward and be present for this healing meditation. Now standing in the four corners of the sacred space, in the four corners around each person participating and viewing this meditation, anchoring us together into a column of white light, connecting all the way up to divine source and anchoring deep into the heart of Gaia, creating a sacred and protected space, guiding and overseeing this meditation. Gently begin to perceive those four angels around you. A sense of comfort surrounding you, like strong, soft wings. You feel yourself calming. As you hear in your mind that everything is going to be okay. You're bringing your awareness gently to your solar plexus. That chakra. Third one up. Center of your being. And just feel that energy center beginning to relax, gently beginning to release as the angels begin their cleansing process. Allowing any heavier emotions of grief, fear, uncertainty. Feel them gently leaving your body as the angels begin to infuse that energy center with golden light. It starts at the center of the solar plexus. Beautiful ball of golden light. And it expands out further and further as any of the heavier vibrations, blockages, or energy simply melt away. Easily, effortlessly, Archangel Michael takes and collects all that is released to be brought to heaven and transmuted to love. Feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter as that gold light infuses the entirety of your solar plexus. See and feel it expanding out further and further until there is nothing but golden light within that energy center. Another deep releasing breath out. We ask Raphael to step in with any additional healing that is needed at this moment. And when you feel your clearing is complete, gently bringing yourself back to your physical body, the chair or floor beneath you. You return feeling centered, grounded, fortified, and at peace. So I hope that meditation brought you a little bit of release and some peace today. And speaking of fear, I have a big challenge for you guys. It might not be an easy one, or you might be already doing it. It might be a piece of cake, but I'm going to challenge you for one day to stay away from the news. Don't tune in. Keep it off. So if you're up for the challenge, I'm going to challenge you to do that tomorrow. If you can go one whole day from morning till bedtime and not tune into news. Which of course is fear-based, and when you feed into news, you're not only feeding into all of the fear and low negative vibrations of the actual event, but guess what? You're also tuning into and / absorbing a lot of the energy from everyone else around the world, and millions of people that are also pouring their fear and worry and anxiety into the current situation. So when you tune into the news, you're not just tuning into the news, you're tuning into everybody that's tuning into that news, and all of that emotion and low vibrational energy that is going into that. You're feeding directly into your being. And a lot of that collects in the solar plexus. So a little bit of clearing for that solar plexus today. Tune in tomorrow, 3:33. I will be doing another different meditation. So we're also going to be chat about a few other things today. As I was looking around for some things to bring out into starting to create this sacred space outside, I stumbled upon a deck of cards that I didn't know that I had here at the house. So we are going to pull a card today. So I'm going to show you guys what I have here. I'm a big card junkie, so I love my oracle cards and of course my tarot. So this is the card that a deck that I happened upon today, and this is a Lucy Cavendish deck. It's a fairly new deck, Oracle of the Hidden World. It's one I actually haven't worked with too much, but since I happened to find it earlier today, I felt like that was a sign for that to come out into our live 333 show today. So I am gonna open these up. The great thing about oracle cards is you don't need a lot of training, but if you feel like you do, actually do have a Learn to Read Oracle Cards class coming up online. You can check out on our website. So just going to take a minute and just clear the deck with my intention. All right, so let's see if I can shuffle and hold the phone at the same time. Okay. Knees come in handy, so I apologize if I'm shaking a little bit, but I'm shuffling up the deck and pulling a card here. All right. So this is a really beautiful card. This is what we've pulled here. It is number 19. I always pay attention to the numbers. The Healing Temple of the Lunar Light. Life cycles, energy healing, and communication. So, interesting card for the day. Certainly, you know, creating a space of healing is important right now. Whether that's outside or within, and I don't mean inside, I mean within. Cycles. So we're definitely going through some different cycles right now. Communication is a big theme right now. Everybody is communicating or connecting one way or another, even though we are all separated. And even for this show right here today, going live, this is a big step for me to go live with this. So opening those lines of communication and again, connection with everybody. So let's see what additional information. And as I'm kind of tuning into this card, really one of the things that I'm really drawn into is that light in the middle of the temple, that doorway. Even though the sky is beautiful with the stars, kind of cloudy there. We've got the mountains in the background. Running water. Water is always representative of emotion, feminine intuition, but amidst all of that, there is so much light. So, the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel, perhaps. The light of going within and healing at this time of rest. I've been sort of playing with this idea that we're all going through a little bit of like a Reiki attunement right now as we're kind of being required to rest and lay low as we go through some energetic adjustments. Not Reiki per se, but same concept as when you get that Reiki attunement. You've got that 21-day cleansing process that often affects us to different varying degrees. So at any rate, let's tune into the book also and see what additional information the book might have for us. So usually whenever you get an oracle deck, which of course we sell at the sanctuary when we're open, comes usually with a little book and some meaning. So number 19, we're going to look up. All right, I'm just going to put my glasses on for this. So again, this is from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds by Lucy Cavendish. All right, let's see if I can tune into this card for you guys while I'm reading. Just drop the book. Okay. The cycles of the lunar being who dwells within the skies above this planet have great powers to help us let go, to help us revive, to help us grow, to help us celebrate, to help us heal in all of these aspects. Likewise, the lunar light heals us as newborns and as children, as adults, and old ones alike. She reflects these stages in her cycles, and no matter what point we are at on the wheel, we can find within her healing light and the water she blesses at every stage of the cycle a sense of who we truly are, and bring ourselves to a place of rest and wonder within each stage. So certainly we are in that stage of rest right now, and hopefully we can receive those healing waters. All right, Mother, Maiden, and Crone, Hunter, Father, and Sage, all alike must enter the temple of the wisdom of our cycles. And the temple now calls you to honor the stage of your life you are at. Each stage has its challenges, and as you begin to honor where you are in the wheel, there will be a healing of the energy within. The very cells within you, the DNA within those cells, will respond to the healing light of the moon. If you take yourself out beneath her at the stage which is calling you, you will begin to find a serenity and a solace that the daylight cannot give you. And within those moments, if you let your gaze soften, you may see revealed the healing temple of the lunar light, which lies between the worlds and which is there for you when you open up and allow yourself to receive their blessings. And as you receive, so shall you learn and become the healer who walks in the world and whose energy can change those about you. Affirmation, illumination. I will gladly enter the healing temple of the lunar light, for there I will find what I have been seeking so long. All right, so interesting card for the day. We've been talking about getting outside and getting in some of the sunshine, but bringing up an opportunity to focus a little bit on the moonlight as well, and paying attention to, where we are in those cycles, because we are so affected and pulled, just as the waters are pulled by the moon. And we have so much water within us and our physical body. We're also very affected by those moon cycles. So, all right, that is our card for the day.